Alright YouTube, so first I just want to apologize because I haven't been putting up any videos. I've been working night shift and it's killing me. So really haven't had too much time. I've been working 6 days a week at nights, and all I pretty much do is sleep and get up and go back to work. And then on my day off I got to get stuff done around my house and stuff. So little slowly by slowly I've been putting this 224 Valkyrie together. I got a couple more pieces I got to do to build the lower for it. So this is the lower off of my 223. I just got in another 2-stage nickel boron trigger from Palmetto. They're really nice for the money. I think they were on sale for like 60 bucks. The only thing left I really got to get, I think, is a buffer tube, and I think I'm going to go with a fixed stock for this. But just going to go over what I did to the gun real fast, just to give you a quick rundown. This is the PSA barrel bolt combo. It has the 20-inch 224 Valkyrie 1 6.5 twist. Just put a little competition muzzle brake on it. I don't know, I think it was like around 30-40 bucks. Caldwell bipods. This was just a rail that I had laying around from a previous build. I don't even know who makes it. It's probably just a cheap one. And then just my standard lower that I've been using. I put it on a Black Rain Ordnance stripped up. Well, it was a complete upper receiver, but wanted to go with a little nicer upper because these ones, the fit and finish on them is really nice. And then just a standard charging handle. I had a cheap mount laying around from Amazon that I had from like a build years ago. And then I contacted Steerka Optics. I sent them an email and asked them if they'd be interested in letting me test one of their scopes. And I mean, they were nothing but nice from the get-go. Told them what I was doing, building this 224 Valkyrie. And their main scope line is a hunting optics line. And after talking to them a little bit, we went with a 2.5 to 15 with the mil dot reticle. And the turrets on this thing, they're re-zeroable, but they're not like the tactical ones. Where I mean, they're adjustable and re-zeroable, but they're not to where you can see like how many rotations you're going up and stuff like that. So you would have to do that. The left and the right are the same, so you can re-zero both of those. But I'm going to have a full review coming up on this too. I've had the scope for probably 2 weeks, and I was supposed to get a review done, but man, it's just been so hectic right now. So I'm trying to get some of this stuff done, but I'll have a review coming up on that. I mean, the glass on this thing is top notch. It's very comparable to Leupold. I think it's better than Nikon for sure. The glass is crystal clear all the way up to 15 power. I mean, it's probably one of the nicest scopes that I own. I have 2 other of these scopes. One's a 3 to 9 and one's a 4 to 12. I got them on sale when I was out of town working last year, and the glass on them was so nice that I just wanted to try one of their other scopes, and they were nice enough to let me try one. So I'll have a full review coming up on that here soon. But as for right now, this is just going to be about this Valkyrie. Like I said, it's the 20-inch stainless 1 6.5 barrel bolt combo from PSA. You know, I built the upper, all the parts, but everything. But what I did was, when I got it built about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I came down and I ran some JB bore paste through the barrel, got it all smoothed out, and then I broke the barrel in with around 30 shells. Shot one, cleaned it, shot one, cleaned it, shot one, cleaned it. So I didn't really go for accuracy. All I was doing the break-in period. But I came down today because I put the new scope on, and I shot a few shots just to get it close to the stop. Zero down at 100 yards. So what I'm going to do is, all I got today is the 75 grain full metal jackets. Now I did chronograph these before I started this video, and then right around 2,900 feet a second with a 20-inch barrel. So you're losing, the box is 3,000, I'm pretty sure, but I think it's for a 24-inch. It doesn't really tell you what size barrel length, but I'm guessing it's probably 24. So you're losing 100 feet a second on the 75s with a 20-inch barrel. So what we'll do is I'm just going to shoot a couple groups just to give you an idea what the accuracy is with this. But I wanted to get the 90 grainers, and I went to 3 different stores and nobody has them. They didn't have the 90s or they didn't have the 88s, but you can find this stuff for about $11 a box. So I picked up about 100 rounds of it just for the brass. I'm going to get some Starline brass. I also ordered 500 of the 80 grain Sierra Match Kings off of Midwest Industry, Midwest Midway USA. I ordered 500 of them. They had the blend bullets, the factory seconds, and I order those Sierras, and the only thing that's ever wrong with them is they're discolored. So I got 500 of those. I need to get the dies. Once I get the dies, we'll start reloading and doing some hand load testing with those. I'm not too crazy about going up to the 90s. I mean, I'm going to shoot some of the 90 grain bullets, some of the heavier stuff, but I'm trying to stay around like the 80s, the 85s. Eventually I'll get to the 90s just to see what this gun will do with them, but I'm really interested in shooting like an 80 grain bullet at a higher velocity. Now I already got primers, I already got powder, bullets, I got 75s, 80 grains. I need to get a magazine. This is just a 223 mag, but little by little I'll be getting this all put together here. It's shootable for right now, but I really want to start hand loading for it and checking out and see what kind of velocities and stuff we can get for it. So as for right now, we're just going to shoot the factory. But I got 4 shells in right now. We'll do a 4-shot group at 100. Like I said, this is the 75 grain full metal jacket American Eagle. See what we get. This is the first group I shot. I shot 2 shots down after I got it 0 to 50. So this will actually be the first group that I've ever shot with this gun. So hopefully it's good. Enough of me talking. Like I said, the glass on the scope is just phenomenal. Definitely on the par of your upper end scopes. I mean, this scope ain't cheap, but it's very well worth the money. It's definitely still below the price range of your higher ends. Alright, here we go. First 4-shot group. First one went high for some reason, but let's go check it out. Might have just been the cold bore shot. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this was my first one. That was my cold bore, and then 1, 2, 3. I mean, these 3 here, that's definitely probably right at close to an inch, maybe a little less from the 3 spread, but I don't know what happened to that one. Must have been the cold bore. Let's go back and we'll shoot another group. Alright, well, I only had 3 shells left in the last box, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this new one, since it's a different lot number. So there's not, I don't have one different shell in, but I had a lot of people ask me why I bought this, went with the 224 Valkyrie. You know, I understand that you can basically do everything that this can do with a 223, but I like shooting the heavier bullets in my 223. I usually shoot 75s and 68s and stuff. And I can get really good accuracy and I can get them cranking pretty fast. But the idea of me shooting an 80 grain bullet, you know, 29, close to 3,000 feet a second out of this thing, or a 90 grain, you know, 26, 2700. I just like the idea of being able to shoot the heavier stuff with a little bit more zip. Now, is an animal going to know the difference between 100 or 200 feet? No. But just an interesting caliber. I figured I'd just try it out. I don't know if I like it yet, and I don't know if I don't. I'll know once I start hand loading for it if I like it or not. But so far I kind of do. It's almost just, you know, like a little bit hotter 223 is basically all it comes down to. Now, whether or not this gun will like the heavy bullets, I'm hoping. If it doesn't like it, it's going down the road, and I'll stick with the 223. So this thing's going to have to shoot some pretty good groups, you know, with the heavier stuff, the 80 grains, the 90s, for me to invest time and money and bullets and everything else with this thing. So it'll just be a slow process, but I'm hoping everything works out okay. Everything seems to be all right so far. So it'll be the next 4-shot group. Like I said, this is a new box, so I don't know how big of a difference it's going to be. It's really hot out today. My glasses keep fogging up. But all right, here we go. Pulled that last one. That one was my fault. Let's go check it out. Well, that's pretty crappy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not good at all. That's probably 2.5 inch group. Let's go back and we'll shoot one more. All right. Well, before I make any judgments on this gun with this ammo, I bought 5 boxes of this stuff. And the other day when I was doing even the cleaning the bore and breaking the barrel in, I was getting pretty good groups with the first 2 boxes. The last box, I could definitely tell a difference. Each box has been different in how it's shot. And I'm not gonna say that this gun's a 2, 3 inch MOA gun, because for one, I hate factory ammo. I don't like it because I know that I can make better ammo by hand than the factory stuff. So if I can get 1.5 to 2 inch groups out of this gun, I know that I can produce sub-MOA ammunition at home. So yeah, I know people are getting pretty good groups with this stuff, and I was too, but like I said, I noticed box to box, it's different every time. And it's just target ammo, which it's pretty decent target ammo, but I'm not going to get worried yet. When I start making hand loads and it starts shooting, if it's shooting like 2, 3 inch groups, then I know it's not doing too well. But kind of going to blame it on the ammo right now. But only time will tell. And if this thing doesn't start shrinking when I start hand loading, then we're going to have a problem. But like I said, as for right now, 1.5 to 2 inches I'm happy with, because should be able to get better groups once we start hand loading with some, nice match bullets and some good powder and primers and stuff. So I have noticed a big difference in this ammo, though. I don't know if you guys have, if you're shooting 224, but all right, we're going to shoot maybe 2 more groups here. Now, granted, I'm going to tell you right now that this barrel is still warm. It's about 90-some degrees out today. And I've been waiting about 15 minutes in between each string, and the barrel's still pretty toasty. Normally I'd put it in my car and let the air conditioning hit it, but I don't have that much time today. So, all right, next 4 shots. I do want to, hold on one second. Let me bring this down a couple clicks. Been shooting just a tad high. Took it down 3 clicks. That's, see where that brings us. Let's see what it did this time. That was my last one, first three. As soon as the barrel heats up, it kind of goes that way. It's done it almost every one. Look, first three, right here. I thought that was my cold bore, but this one up here, I wasn't being very nice to the trigger. I was kind of giving it fast squeeze, but man, 3 shots, flyer. And just need that one to go to there, man. That's real good stuff. Alright, so I didn't really let the barrel cool down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot these 4 real quick. Just get a group, and then I'm going to walk down. I'm going to hang a target at 200 yards. And I'm going to do a 3-shot group at 200. I want to see what I'm going to aim straight at it. I want to see what the drop's going to be. And just kind of like what kind of group I'm getting. That'll give the barrel a little bit more time to cool down too. Which, like I said, I'm not too worried about it today. This is basically the reason why I'm kind of just shooting this up is for the brass. So as soon as I get these dies, we'll be ready to rock and roll and start doing some hand loading. So here we go. I'm going to do a 4-shot group real quick. Well, there's the last one, way to the right. Alright, let's go check it out. I'll hang up a new target and be good to go. Another big group, but we knew it was going to do that because the barrel was hot. So I'm going to go hang up this target at 200, and then we'll take a few shots at 2. Alright. I know a lot of people are going to complain, but you know, the groups ain't that good, but I don't have hours and hours and hours to let this barrel cool down. I usually have one of those chamber chillers. Well, it's at home. So if I forget that, usually I'll stick it in the car with the air on just to get it cooled down. I don't feel like doing that today, so this barrel's still pretty warm. Like I said, so this is more like a brass collecting day than anything. I'm not making excuses, but like I'm not really disappointed in the groups because when the barrel cools down a little bit, I'm getting somewhat good groups. Whenever we start shooting for groups, that'll be a different story. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim straight at the target at 200. I want to see how much this 75 grain bullet drops. Just to see, you know, like where I need to be at. So let's go ahead and fire. I got 3, I think, in there is what I got. So let's go ahead and shoot. Huh. I shot a better group at 200 than I did at 100. Alright, let's go check it out. Well, this thing's pretty bright for some stupid reason, but we're about 3 inches low, a little bit to the right, which we've been shooting a little bit to the right, but I mean, that's an 1.5 inch group. So that's not too bad, but that was with the old ammo. Alright, let's go back and we'll wrap this up. Alright, well, I'll get this video cut. I know it's real long, probably boring for most people, but I was just trying to explain some things. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with this gun. It's not shooting the greatest groups right now. I'm not shooting the best right now either. The barrel's been pretty hot all day, so I'm gonna give it the hot barrel, because when the barrel was cool the last time I shot, it was shooting a lot better. But definitely that American Eagle kind of shoots different from lot to lot. It seems like it's going to be a good gun once I start hand loading for it. This cartridge, I mean, a lot of people don't have time to reload and do all that, and they're going to buy factory ammo. And I'm sure you could probably get some really good groups out of this with factory ammo, but I know I'll be able to produce some pretty good stuff with the hand loads. So just stay tuned. I just wanted to make a video, showing the gun and that it's ready to go. Like I said, I'll be doing a full review on this Styrka 2.5 to 15. Man, the scope's awesome from what I'm seeing out of it right now. But anyways, just stay tuned. I'm going to try to be putting out some videos here soon. Probably starting next weekend, I'll make another one. I'm going to try to get my dies this week so we can start hand loading and get these 80 grain Match Kings pumping. So if you guys got any suggestions on load date or anything for the 80 grains or the 75 grains, go ahead and put them in the comments or email me. I'll leave it on below. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. I'll be making some videos. Oh, and I'll be having some more 450 Bushmaster videos coming out here soon. I know a lot of guys been asking about them, but been trying to get some other projects done and stuff first, but there'll be more coming. So thanks for watching, guys.